Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I, Evan Ho Shorty, I'm here for New Comic Book Day. But I've got to say straight away, there's been some disappointed people out there in YouTube land. This is sadly nothing to do with us, or even to do specifically with the people who work at Diamond UK, misting things, because unusually, every single thing that is on our invoice has arrived today. A lot of it is back issues, basically stuff that we had missed in previous weeks, and a lot of back orders, which is trade paperbacks and graphic novels and such that I think will sold out, so I want to get more in. But also there's a whole bunch of action figures, a very small amount of manga and graphic novels. I believe this gentleman has already asked me that question, and I've replied to it, no, we don't. We have to order it in. So as I was saying, yes, we a very small amount of graphic novels and manga, whole bunch of action figures, and then some comic books, like one box worth, which is way less than, not necessarily less than we were expecting. I'd say everything on invoice is there, but we were getting emails from last week, including quite early on Wednesday, basically explaining that there's some issues. We at first thought those issues were down to basically Diamond not having their system updated, which happens every once in a while. IT outages are a problem. But it turns out it was actually just a whole bunch of stuff never arrived on time. This has happened a little bit in the past, usually just odd little bits and pieces here and there. We update our League of Geeks thing so everyone can see it and knows what's due in and what isn't. But this time there's an awful lot that's supposed to arrive this week. I can't even remember talking about what, but I think there's a Spider-Man event thing that's supposed to be in this week that hasn't turned up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a start, get through this fairly quickly, really. And if anyone was seasoning they fancy, shout out. I think quite a lot of what we're going this week has been ordered for people, and there's really not much in the way of issue ones. So I'm going to have to struggle to find stuff to review this week, but I'm sure I'll manage. Still stuff from last week I'm going to get around to. To start off with, though, we have Goblin Slayer Side Story 2, Daikatana, The Singing Death, Volume 2. Nice long title there. At least two of these are reserved, but if you're a fan of Goblin Slayer, let me know. We can get extras in, or at least hold the other one for you. Deceased Unkillables, which is the collection of the 3-issue mini that ties in with that. And then Fangoria, which again, we have got one copy of that, which is reserved for one of our regular customers, and a spare if anyone is in the mood for some horror related to Goblin Slayer. Just going to put this on the side. Next up, we get on to the related products, merchandise, effectively. And there isn't, lots of variety, this one. What it effectively has is this, which was supposed to arrive last week but didn't. And I've only noticed that it has the Velcro thing to open it up so you can actually see what it's like in there. Or you could do if there was lighting and not reflective plastic covering it. I think that's probably the best you're going to get of it. Because, it's kind of awkward to get light into that box unless you're right here in the store. But that is available, which is cool. And then we go on to the basically DC universe or multiverse action figures from Todd McFarlane Toys. Starting with Batman Beyond. We have one of these already behind because somebody requested one. So still got a couple there if anyone needs it. And then also DC Multiverse Batman Hellbat Gold Edition. Ooh, shiny. Some of these I will admit I just ordered because they look cool and I've no idea if anyone's going to buy them. This next bit is mildly disappointing because there's 3 different action figures which are part of a Build-A-Figure set which requires 4 action figures. Sorry, I'm going to remove all these over in one go and it's not easy. So we have Robin King. This is all, I think, Dark Knight's death metal kind of stuff going on. Try and get a better view of that one, which is actually a very, very cool action figure and important character. Wonder Woman. It's just death metal Wonder Woman. I like the fact that her entire bit is just a head and a cape for the Builder figure, but still, it looks cool, and I like the detailing on the figures. I always do. And finally, potentially the silliest action figure I've ever got in, Batman from Dark Knight's Death Metal, who has an electric guitar scythe. Because why on earth wouldn't you, eh? But we are missing we fella there. We've got it on order. We should have 2 more of those coming in. Hopefully they'll arrive next week. That will be the entire Build-A-Figure kind of thing. I think at the moment I'm talking about being on screen. I think the Build-A-Figure stuff isn't as impressive or as collectible as what they're doing with Marvel at the moment, where they tend to put the big, impressive, kind of like quite obvious figures in there. Venom Pool being a particularly cool one. But for DC, it just feels like that's just a slightly different version of Batman they put in. And I've already got like 9 different versions of Batman. So there you go. On to comic books now. Let's go down and grab the box. This is a lot here, so I might have to nudge some stuff. Okay. Right, I say it's a lot. It's just a lot in one box. Starting with Action Comics 2021 Annual. The House of L returns, which I think is basically building up to the new Superman series. And then an Aliens spin-off, Aftermath. I totally forgot this was a thing, but there you go. Including the variant there for whoever asked for that one. This next one, we have Batman the Detective issue 4. This is a variant cover. It's cardstock variant. If anyone's ordered this, I think most of these are reserved people. I'm going to charge you the regular amount because this is a mistake. I've gone back and checked my order. It's come up as only the variant down for order, not the regular one. Now, unfortunately, I can't find my actual Excel spreadsheet of the order I placed, but I have to assume the mistake has been made somewhere. We certainly don't want you to pay extra if you didn't ask for it, so you'll only get charged the regular cover amount for that. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries, which apparently is just a thing which is cool. Another Batman one, Urban Legends, just the regular covers for that one. It's a bit of a Batman heavy day, really. Also, though, Carnage, which is I like the idea of the black, white, and blood. When you've got a character which is effectively black and red, it means you can do a hell of a lot more. Kind of limiting on Wolverine, but Carnage and Deadpool, they can rock. Champions, issue 8, Killer App Part 3. Do like that cover. I mean, I have no idea if that's actually related to what's going on in there at all, but it looks very, very cool indeed. Conan, let's carry on Conan on. Escape from Land of the Lotus. Another Batman one now, in form of Detective Comics, From the Depths Enter Vile, which has been kind of cool. I've been thoroughly enjoying this arc. So much so that the variant cover there is going to be one of them. Excalibur. I think, yeah, we're all done with the gala now, and I think whatever happened to the gala, and I don't particularly spoil it too much, is something we have to deal with. I have just realised something here. I'm going to have to very quickly check my invoice because I think I may have said everything was here, but it might not be. Is this under? Sorry about this. Not very exciting for you. Extreme Carnage screen. Right, no, actually there isn't a variant we're due for this one. I apologise. Quite a lot of people get the variants for these ones, but we just have the regular for that one, and that's all we ordered, so yay. Next up we have the Flash Annual. Now I have no idea what's been going on with Flash at the moment. I've got to say that looks, kind of standard for that one. Nothing really exciting going on, but I do like the variant cover. That is all kinds of cool. Hopefully that'll make sense to whoever's been getting Flash, but I have not read it for many a year, so I have no idea. Future State Gotham, carrying on with its thing. Variant there for what was that? I thought that might be a side one as well, but no, that is very cool. How much do you like the colouring on the hair there? That looks awesome. Immortal Hulk, which was supposed to arrive last week. This is one of those situations where I totally didn't realise it was missing until I'd done my video. So a lot of people didn't realise it was supposed to be there. It wasn't, but if you were waiting, it has arrived. Infinite Frontier next. Batman and Superman just hanging out, being buds, as they do, with a variant there. Just big old gun for whatever reason. Next up, one of mine, to be looking forward to this one, which is the Joker, thoroughly enjoyable mini, or actually just series. I don't know if it's a mini, really. Excellent writing and excellent art, plus a punchline. And what's really nice about this one is it's 2 variant covers. Now, I'm not sure which ones have been ordered for the people here, which means I might get a pick of these. I'm not entirely sure. But you've got the kind of like, I don't know, I consider like a standard kind of style for the variant covers at the moment, but also that one, which I really like. So I'll have to see which one's available for me there. The Justice League miniseries, Justice League Last Ride, which I think when it finishes, I'm going to read it. Now, actually, no, I've spoken to some people that should read Justice League. It is totally an Elseworld kind of thing, without being called an Elseworld. I'm looking forward to actually seeing what happens in it. Nightmares of Providence. This is the Siren cover. A couple of weeks ago, I think I had the actual Nightmares of Providence in, but because the Siren cover was one that was ordered and it was very limited, I'd ordered some variant covers as well just to cover my bases. But it looks like the one that the guy wanted is here. Recount issue 4, which didn't arrive a long time ago and has finally turned up. Rorschach, issue 10. Do like the use of that negative space in that cover there. The variant is still very, very cool. I like it. I've liked all the variants so far, but that is just an inventive use of space. Skybound X, which nobody seems to have picked up at the moment, even though I kind of like the idea of Walking Dead in space. It's a weird concept. But you do also get the other bits and pieces that turn up in it. I think I'm going to be grabbing this one because I have been reading and enjoying Stillwater. It looks a lot of fun, but I don't really care about the others. I think next issue there's going to be Murder Falcon one, so I'm totally getting that one. I love Murder Falcon. Spider Woman for the people who are down for that one. A bit of Star Wars now, unsurprisingly still this whole War of the Bounty Hunters thing, because we actually have just War of the Bounty Hunters and Dr. Aphra. But for the Dr. Aphra fans amongst you, there is a variant left, whoever ordered that one. More X-Men related stuff soon. Don't worry though. We've got a bit before then. Thor with Captain America on the cover. Not entirely sure what's going on there. I imagine there's a very good reason why they're having a little bit of fisticuffs. Speaking of X-Men though, as I was, Way of X, really want to grab this in trade when it comes out. I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't put myself down for it. Issue 1 stayed with me a lot more than I thought it would. Wonder Woman, Graveyard of the Gods, featuring the Avengers' Young Diana. And finally, X-Corp issue 3, which I never read any of. I've no idea what's going on in that, but interesting cover, to say the least. And literally, that is it. That's all I've got. So if you're watching thinking, wasn't X or Y or Z supposed to be out this week? Yeah, probably was. And there's probably places in the States who are going to be listing it on eBay and saying they've got it in, and that's totally cool. That's just the way things work every once in a while. It just turns out that this week there's been an awful lot more international shipping delays than Diamond was expecting. Apparently there are people working through the weekend trying to get stuff packed as well as they can, but unfortunately not much extra got done. So all I can do is just tell you guys you have to hang on, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Anything else? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna try and get this done and see if there's anything worth reviewing. So other than that, everyone look after each other. Stay safe.